Good morning, Samuel. Today we will start with a new chapter for your Alti class, and we will start with a poem. And the name of the poem is Let's Build a Rocket. Let's Build a Rocket, written by the poet is Nicole Sharrock. Nicole Sharrock. Okay, so let us read. Let's build a rocket. I am building a rocket. As soon as I am done, I am taking my friends on a trip to the sun. But what do you mean? That the sun is too hot? Oh well, I suppose I will just pick a new spot. I am building a rocket. I am finishing soon, and I am taking my friends on a trip to the moon. But what do you mean that the moon has no air? Oh well, I suppose I will just pick a new spot. I am building a rocket. It is going to fly. I am taking my friends way up high. But what do you mean when you ask how will it land? This rocket is harder to build than I planned. So, the poet says here that she is building a rocket. She is building a rocket and she is taking her friends on a trip to the sun. Okay, she is planning to take her friends to a trip to the sun, on a trip to the sun. But what do you mean? That the sun is too hot. But she came to know that the sun is too hot. So that's why she cannot go to the sun anymore. She cannot go on a trip to the sun anymore. So what did she say? Oh well, I suppose I will just pick a new spot. So since the sun is too hot, so she will just pick a new spot for her rocket to land. Again, I am building a rocket. I am finishing soon, and I am taking my friends on a trip to the moon. So now she has decided to go on a trip to the moon. Not to the sun anymore, but then to the moon. But what do you mean that the moon has no air? And then she came to know that the moon has no air. So what did she say? Oh well, I suppose I will just pick a new spot. So after she came to know that the moon has no air, so she decided to pick a new spot for her rocket to land. Then I am building a rocket. It is going to fly. I am taking my friends way up high. But what do you mean when you ask how will it land? This rocket is harder to build than I planned. So she is planning to take her friends to the sky. But where will she land if she take her friends to the sky? There is no place to land. Then she realized that building a rocket is harder than planning to build it. Okay? So the poet first she decided to take her friends on a trip in her rocket to the sun. Then she came to know that the sun was too hot, so she planned to take her friends to the moon. And then when she came to know that the moon has no air, then she said that she will take her friends way up high to the sky. But where will she land? Where will she land her rocket? There is no place for her to land her rocket. So then she realized that it is harder to build than to plan. Okay? So this is the story about a little girl building a rocket and planning to take her friends on a trip on the rocket. Okay? So remember that this poem is written by Nicole Sharrock. Okay, that is the name of the poet here. Here I have circled the name, so you have to remember the name as well. Okay, so Samuel, this poem you will recite it to me, and you will recite it in a video. You make a video of yourself reciting this poem and you send the video to me. Okay, this will be your presentation. Okay, and the marks for the video that you have recited to me, for the poem that you have recited to me, I will add it to your exam. Okay, to your marks for the exam for the final term. All right, so now let us turn to the next page. Poetry appreciation. Now, what is the girl doing? The first question is, what is the girl doing? What is she doing? She is building a rocket. Yes or no? The girl is building a rocket. That will be your answer. Number 2. Why is the sun not a good place to visit? Why is the sun not a good place to visit? What did she say about the sun? She said that the sun was too hot. Yes or no? And number 3, why is the moon not a good place to visit? What did she say about the moon? She said that the moon has no air. That's why it is not a good place to visit. Now number 4, the words spot and hot end with the same sound. They rhyme. Find a word in the poem that rhymes with each word below. So what you will have to do here is that you will look at the poem and then you have to find the words that rhyme with these words given below. Okay, so the first word, I will do it for you. The first one is done. So let us look at the poem here. Where is the word done? I am building a rocket as soon as I am done. I am taking my friends on a trip to the sun. So what rhymes with the word done? It is sun. Yes or no? They end it with the same sound. Un. Done. Sun. Un. Okay, so the next one, that is high, you will have to look for a word from this poem that rhymes with the word high. Okay, you search for a word that rhymes with the word high. All right, so you try and do these exercises here from your textbook. And the last one, number 5, why is the rocket harder to build than the girl plan? Why is it harder to build than the girl plan? Because you cannot decide, yes or no, where to land the rocket. That's why it is harder to build than what she had planned. Okay, so all these you will write it in your exercise, but for now I will give you the answers for number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 5. Okay, I will give you how to write everything in a form of a PDF, but for now you do only number 4. Okay, I had just gone through these question and answers for you to understand, okay, how to answer the questions, but I will give it to you by myself. For now you will do only number 4, okay, in your textbook, and then remember to recite the poem to me, send the video to me, and I will mark it accordingly. Okay, so remember to do this and the video and send it to me by next week. Today is Wednesday, next Wednesday. Okay, Samuel? So thank you, Samuel, and I will see you in the next class. Goodbye and God bless you.